Alright, so I just got back in from taking Snoop Dogg on his morning walk, and I decided to go ahead and just head out the apartments because I saw a stray dog in the apartments. So I went down the one street where it's a lot of mechanic shops, and these one set of dogs that's in like one of the shops, they have a brindle pit bull like Snoop Dogg. So I always called him brothering because I want Snoop Dogg to know, like, that's your own kind. You stick together. Because, like, I've noticed naturally, like, whenever we're out in public and a pit bull is around, they always naturally just click and bond together. So I've always called this pit bull brothering. And then finally, like, recently, like, they've been coming up to the gate, which I don't know if, like, that has something to do with like their shirt collar or something like that. So he's been coming to the gate, and I've been watching their tails, and both of them wag their tail, want to play with each other and everything. So the delivery guy who's delivering water, he's delivering water, and at first I thought the dog was just jumping and excited to see him. And so I finally get up on him, and he was like, he's never done this before. He's all these years I've been delivering water, he's never barked at me before. And like initially when he said, I was like, this one? Because like when I walk by, he's never hostile. It's always the older dog who's hostile. So like even I was a little shocked, but then it took me a minute to realize like he saw us coming and he was protecting us from the water guy. Like even though he's know who this man is, he was being protective of me and Snoop Dogg, or probably me. I don't know. But it's like, wow. Like, it's so crazy how animals really do know your heart. Like, animals really do choose certain people. Like, there's this cat, and I don't know if it's somebody's cat or not, but like maybe 2 nights ago, I'm walking Snoop Dogg, and like, he used the restroom on this little patch that's right outside the gate. And so out of nowhere, this cat comes and decides to fuck with us. Like, and that's how like this other little rat dog did Snoop Dogg. Like at first she would bark at him, and then one day out the blue, she was all up on him like, hey. And I was like, oh no, we are not about to get no cat, which I think is somebody else's cat, but it's like animals always come towards us. And it's like they not even coming towards me. It's something about Snoop Dogg that gravitates these animals to him because he does have a good heart, like his mama. And then even another set of dogs down the same street, like I call them friends because one of them wants to be friendly, but the other one is like, nah, nigga, we supposed to be guarding this place. But it's like, nah, nigga, this nigga friendly type of thing. It's so cute because like Snoop Dogg, like I like to take him down these streets because he actually looks forward to the interaction with these dogs. And like this is also my way of like slowly interacting him with other dogs because I want him to have a sibling one of these days, not anytime soon, but I want him to have a sibling one of these days, and I want him to be able to get along with his siblings and understand like you stick together type of thing. So even with the friends, you know, he's excited to see them when we walk by there during open hours. He's always looking to see where they at. One time, one of them would like even barked and was like, hey, yo, we over here. We locked up, homie, type of thing. I thought it was so cute. And then the other set of dogs, they just bark at him, which he don't mind. He likes that. Like, he's used to dogs barking at him. Like, that's just his interaction. He was like, okay, that's just how our interaction is going to be. So it's like, it's so crazy to walk down the street and to have somebody be like, this dog's never done this all these years that I've been delivering water to him. And like, he was flabbergasted, like, wow, like, what the hell type of thing. So yeah, I wanted to share that because I was shocked once I realized, like, he was barking at him because we were coming. And he was like, nah, those my people. Like, don't you be touching my people type of thing. So I thought that was cute. And I wanted to share that because 9 times out of 10, me and Snoop Dogg ain't gonna be living over here long. Like, I feel it in my gut. I feel it in my soul. And I'm just gonna keep it pushing, keep it motivating, and just remain positive that what my gut feeling is telling me is true, because I've always had gut feelings, but it just never comes true when I want it to come true. So it's like I don't want to get too excited about my gut feeling when my gut feeling is like, no bitch, like you really should be excited. So I saw that as like it's coming, because like with change comes change, and that was yet another change in this dog that I didn't see coming. So I just took that as a positive affirmation, like change is coming and good change is coming. So I wanted to share that, because if you experience something the day that you're watching this vlog, or you experience something already the day you watch this vlog, like accept the change for what it is, because it's leading you on the journey to where you want to be, where you need to be, the steps to, you know, your positive journey. So just remain positive with change. Change is hard, but change is also good. Start learning to accept change for what change is. Stop fighting change and watch how fast you probably manifest the things that you want. So I'm about to go clean Snoop Dogg's hands because he's barking, and yeah, I gotta get ready to go to work. Bye. And speaking of change, one thing that you're gonna start seeing me do is I'm gonna be taking all of this off the wall and transferring them on canvases, because when it comes to intuition, when it comes to change, one of those things that I have been feeling is that I've been telling myself, like, it's time to take it off the wall, like it's time to transfer it. So when it's time to go, it's time to go. So I just got back home from making my little delivery. It was easy. I got to park in the hospital's delivery deck, so you know, I got to see a little bit of the hospitals that I've never been able to see, probably would not have been able to see. Ain't nothing special, but it's just, you know, the girl in me, I'm nosy, so I want to, you know, see the behind the scenes things of things like that. So I just made my delivery. I have like a good 30 minutes to eat real quick, so I'm just gonna make me a quick PB&J sandwich, and then Snoop Dogg think I'm home, so he's all happy and running around like crazy, but yeah, he'll be all right. And then one of my food items did spill in my bag, which it was just destined to leak anyway. So I'm gonna have to end up washing that bag. I just rinsed it out real quick, so I'm end up having to wash that bag. I'd rather just take it to the salon and wash it with the towels, like kill two birds in one stone type of thing. And then yeah, go to work. Hopefully he don't cancel the rest of the day, because that's who he is. And that's another reason why I got me this second, well actually this is my third job. So that's another reason why I got this third job, because I want to be able to still make money without sacrificing, you know, my sacrifice job as it is, because that's, you know, that's where I can do hair at. And the thing about it is I'm so blessed there that every time I get a client, even when I try to give him money towards me, you know, using his chair and making money, he never wants to take it. And then the only time I really do give him money is if I end up using his credit card swiper. And then if they tip me, then I just leave him whatever they tip me, and then I just take my base pay. So whenever he's like flaky like this, or like whenever he ends up calling me off last minute, regardless, I want to be able to have a standby job that I can go to without, you know, having to feel like I'm sacrificing my dreams. So that's what this delivery job is. I basically make one delivery a day. They're corporate businesses, and the bulk of your paycheck is whatever these businesses tip you. So I was at the hospital, so we hoping the hospital tips really, really good. But yeah, that's besides the point. But this is also my spending money job, because I've been looking for a job for a hot minute. Like, I've been looking for me a third job for 2 years, and finally I've been able to find this thing right here. So this is hopefully, like, I just don't want to speak too much into it, but I'm just hoping this can be my blessing job, because I'm just ready to live without sacrificing. And honestly, who wouldn't want to work basically an hour and make the bulk of their check in a big ass tip? You know what I mean? Like, this is yet another stripper job, basically, where you work for tips. So, no. So I'm about to make my sandwich, eat real quick. I have about 30 minutes, and technically I have 40 minutes, because wherever I live, I make sure I live close enough where I can basically get to work quick, fast, in a hurry. So it takes me 12-15 minutes to get there, depending on how the people drive. And it's literally, I'll hop on the freeway, hop off the freeway, and I'm there, type of thing. So yeah, I can lollygag a little, but I want to make sure I eat. That way I don't have to eat there, and then I can just come home. And I'm probably gonna make me some nachos, because I need to cook that chicken in there before it starts to get really, really, really bad. So, and then I still have spaghetti left, which it's actually still pretty good. So I'm gonna just spend the rest of the week eating these last 3 pieces of my spaghetti. That's gonna be dinner probably for the rest of this week. I might eat spaghetti for lunch tomorrow, just because I want to hurry up and get rid of it. And then I need to cut my fruit, so I'm probably gonna soak my fruit up so I can have me my snack. And I enjoy eating my fruit with Snoop Dogg, so it's for the both of us. We really, really like the apples, and the peaches right now are really, really good. So yeah, I'm rambling right now. So yeah, I'm just about to make my food, and talk to you guys later.
Tipping out, still rapping, spoke, pumping, is a no hack, is a no hacking, spoke, tipping out, still rapping, spoke, pumping, is a no hack, is a no hacking, spoke, tipping out, still rapping, spoke, pumping, is a no hack, is a no hacking, spoke, tipping out, still rapping, spoke, pumping, is a no hack, is a now look who creeping, look who crawling, still balling in the mix. It's that six.
I don't even know if I even came on here and said what I originally wanted to say, but my first time going to the hospital and delivering, it was a pretty good experience. Like, I was shocked on how nice a lot of the ladies were. I only had a problem with one person. He acted like he had an attitude, because I'm asking him where I'm supposed to go, versus him just being like, as soon as you go to these doors, the elevator is on the left. Like, I'm asking him where I'm supposed to go, and he's like, just follow her. And I was like, well, damn, nigga. Like, that's not how you supposed to help somebody. And I don't want to say he was a hater because I was beautiful, but he was either a hater because I was beautiful, or he was a hater because of my car. Because one thing about me, I don't give a fuck. Like, whatever I have to do to make sure I'm good, I'm gonna do it. Like, I moved my whole apartment out of the storage unit in my freaking car, okay? Same thing with my Altima. I moved out of my apartment in my car, and then at the end of the day, I saved nothing but the big stuff for someone else to come and help me with. So, like, baby, you older man, and I really don't want to say black man, but he was a black man, and that's who I tend to get the most attitude with. Like, I owe y'all something. I don't owe y'all nothing. Like, don't be mad at me because I'm out here hustling. Don't be mad at me because I'm out here getting my bag. Like, come on now. And you wonder why females don't fuck with y'all like that? Like, y'all full of shit. It don't matter whether we got shit or we don't got shit. Y'all just some hating ass niggas. Like, get with the program. Like, Y'all don't want a lady who work hard, but then you don't want a lady who wants you for your cash flow. Which, mind you, bro, man, I'm pretty sure you not making that much money anyway, sitting on your ass right there. You may be making enough, but you ain't a hot commodity, number one. So, yeah, I had to get that off my chest because it's like, my nigga, I was nice, respectful. Don't be rude to me. I don't do that shit. Like, I really don't do that. And even like one lady, I don't know what she was, but she acted like she was scared of me. And it's like, baby, I'm just trying to do my job. Like, whatever it is you judging, like, yes, I'm beautiful, but I still have to work. Like, I don't know if that's what people's issues are, but like, everybody was nice. Everybody was respectful, except for him being rude, and then the one white lady, which I think she was a foreigner, so I'm gonna give her a little credit for that, but acting like she was scared of me or something. I don't know, but whatever. I did want to come on and say that. So I just finished dropping off a delivery, and I want to talk about when I went to go pick up my order. Now, when I went to go pick up my order, for number one, I was just trying to see if I'm in the right place. No, I ain't got no money. And when I tell you it's the black men who are the rudest to me, it's the black men. And it's like, as a black woman who wants a black husband, like, this is ridiculous. Like, y'all gotta stop disrespecting us because you think we're supposed to bow down to you. We're not supposed to bow down to you. Number one, you're not even dressed properly for me to even like respect you as a man. Number one, your face is not clean shaved, your hair isn't completely done, and if I'm being for true, you stink. Like, and this solidifies to the people who I see on TikTok complaining about the appearance of their people who are delivering their food for Grubhub and Uber Eats. Like, baby, presentation is everything, but don't come think you about to skip me. Like, I was standing here way before you. Respect that. Like, we all out here trying to make money, but one thing you not about to do is you not about to disrespect me, and you not about to be rude to me. So I had to get that off my chest real quick, because it's like, number one, I'm in my hood. Like, I love my hood. Third Ward, that's where I grew up with. Third Ward, that's, you know, ultimately when I get my house, I would like to have my house in Third Ward. So it's like, y'all gotta get over yourselves. Like, no, I don't have to allow you to do whatever the fuck you think you want to do to me because of whatever issues or whatever you have with my appearance. Like, you see me standing here, and if I wouldn't have stared that nigga down like, what the fuck is you doing, he wouldn't even have moved or acknowledged me, because he saw me. He saw me standing there. He saw me waiting. So it ain't no he could have seen me type of thing. You saw me. And then more people come in, same thing. It's like, nigga, you see us standing here waiting. The fuck? But whatever. Like, I just need to vent and get this off of my chest real quick before I go into work, because I want to go into work with a good positive attitude. So I hope y'all have a good, what's today? Today is the Wednesday. Have a good Wednesday. Okay, you gonna slow the fuck down after that. Come on, nigga. All right, I'm good. Okay, so before I start to clean my carpets, and I didn't want to forget that I told you guys about this, but here is what I searched for carrier drops. Oh, is this? And then I think this is the last thing. Yeah, that's it. So this is what I searched. And I do want a disclaimer, because I know I talked about people's appearance. Your appearance makes the biggest difference. Now, you want to complain about not getting tips and stuff like that, but today, when I went to go pick up today's order, there was another guy who worked for the same company that I worked for. And out of everybody who was delivering and driving, him and I were the only two who were dressed. Not like just nicely or anything like that, but we had ourselves put together, which our dress code is basically like business casual. But still, I don't care where you work at. I don't care. Well, that's me. Let me just say this for a fact. I don't care. I go to the grocery store. I could be bummy looking, but guess what? I'm still going to be very presentable. I saw this girl in there, literally dingy ass hoochie mama shorts and a dingy ass tank top. Now, and the thing about it is, she was a big girl and she didn't look flabby or nothing like that. She looked cute in her outfit, but she just looked it dirty. Like, everybody looked it dirty. And you don't want to do that. If this is something you're serious about, if you want to get some good ass tips, baby, put yourself together. Actually, you ain't got to do your hair, but slick it back in a nice, decent looking bun. Put on some non-gingy clothes and go make your fucking tips. Like, ain't nobody gonna give you no tips and you looking like Who Shot John. Sorry to say it like that, but no, I don't want, like, the main reason why I don't even get delivered food is because y'all look nasty and y'all smell nasty. And that's not even me, like, that's not even me just judging the people from today, but this is me judging, like, places that I go and places that I see. Like, you gotta be presentable, and then you can't expect a good ass tip and you looking like you don't even respect yourself. Come on now. And then, because presentation is everything. So sorry if I sound a little harsh, but that harsh reality is put yourself together. Yes, you may be gone for an hour, but I don't care. Put yourself together. If anybody, put yourself together for yourself, because I'm always going to look good for myself 9 times out of 10. And quite honestly, even in a crappy ass outfit, baby, do your hair and it makes all the freaking difference. So yeah, I found this. I hope you were able to jot it down. If you couldn't have jotted this down by now, I don't know what to tell you, because I gave you ample amount of time to screenshot, to write it down as I'm talking, whatever. So if you don't get this, that's on you. But I remembered and I had to share that because I'm sorry. Old girl really disappointed me. Like, she looked cute, but she didn't look cute at the same time. Now, disclaimer, because I know it's gonna be somebody who be like, everybody can't afford nice clothes. Trust me, boo. Since I was a freaking child, one thing I've done is made sure that all of my cheap clothes, I took care of them. You can have a gingy shirt, you can have a gingy jeans, you can have gingy tights, you can have gingy shoes, but 100%, if that hair ain't put together, if you don't know how to accessorize, baby, it's not gonna work. Literally. You got some earrings in there, you got you some necklaces in there, you got stuff in your house that can make whatever outfit you got look presentable enough. That's the whole point I am trying to make. You ain't gotta look like money. Naturally, I'm gonna look like money only because I know how to spot cheap quality. That's really like $30 cheap. This chain, I think I spent $15 cheap. These earrings, I got a pack for $2 cheap. Like, it doesn't matter. You can find cheap quality tights. I go to the freaking beauty supply store to buy my tights, t-shirts, thrift store, beauty supply store, and they're cheap, where you can buy you one of everything and just make that your outfit. Get you a set color. You can never go wrong with the color black. I stretch that a lot. Black, you could do a lot with black. I am not insensitive to people who can't afford stuff, because I, as a child, self-consciously made that decision that no matter where I am in life, no matter what I'm able to afford, I'm always going to make sure that it looks like money. That's just me. So start getting you an eye to search for money without having to spend money. You can get you a whole outfit for $10 at the thrift store, if not less. Sometimes, if you know which days to go to the thrift store, literally, you can get you a shirt for 25 cents or less, if we being for true. I don't keep up with the sales like that, but if you can keep up with the sales, literally keep up with the thrift store sales, and literally you can get you a whole outfit for like 50 cents to $1. So I'm not insensitive to anybody who can't afford it, but 100%, there's still no excuses. Take that last dollar you got and go buy you a thrift store outfit. Like, I promise you, it makes the hell of a difference. Get you one pair of shoes and make sure it looks just good. They ain't gotta be perfect. They ain't gotta be clean. Like, literally, these shoes look a hot freaking mess, but it don't matter. Any outfit I put on together, it still looks good. It still looks good, even though these are raggedy. I save these for walking, honestly. But I have these where I do sometimes wear it with my outfit, and no one gives me dirty looks. So I'm not being insensitive to that aspect of people's life. Like, I understand you struggle, but you ain't gotta look like you're struggling. I don't care how poor I am. I'm not gonna look like it. I'm not gonna act like it, because if you look like it, you act like it, and guess what? You're gonna stay in that situation, and it's hard enough to get out of that situation. So why not mentally have your mind like, man, when you get home, yes, feel that way, but when you out in public, you walk with your head up high. You don't even think about your outfit. But 100%, I mean what I say. Make yourself look presentable. Like, and that also comes from my mom, my grandma, and my whole life. One of the things that my mother complained about my sister is her appearance. Like, my sister's a pretty girl, but she don't give a fuck about her appearance. Like, she looks sloppy about 90% of the time, and literally all she has to do is actually do her hair, and it makes the world of a difference. And that's not me trying to talk bad on my sister, but that's the truthfulness on my sister. And granted, some people have mental issues, like said sister, who does not kind of acknowledge it. So if you're not going to acknowledge it, then it's not there, right? So, like, I understand some people don't care about their appearance like that because mentally they don't have it there, but still, in order to feel beautiful, you have to make yourself beautiful. You don't need an excuse to be beautiful. Only excuse you need to be beautiful is for yourself. So, yeah, I think my water is running, and I don't know if I plugged it up, so I should be done preaching. But yes, trust me, I understand you may not be able to afford it. That's not what I'm saying. I know you still gonna twist my words, but I put it out there in the atmosphere for the ones who understand exactly what I'm saying. Look what I got my Snoopy dog from Costco. I finally found him something to tear up. And it originally said it was like $10.99, and I ended up getting it for like $6-7. So this is worth me spending money on for him to tear up. It's nice and big, and this will last him at least a week or two. But before I get too into my night or whatever, okay, so like I was saying, before I get too into my night and stuff, I want to talk about the power of choosing yourself. So when I say the power of choosing yourself, hold up, I gotta go to the flower wall. No, but for real, let's talk about the power of just choosing your life real quick, or choosing your happiness, picking yourself, sticking up for yourself. So, switching my service advisor at the Cadillac dealership 110% was the best thing I could have done for myself. Because not only did I get someone that I was much more comfortable with, but I was able to get somebody who 100% understands me. Like, yes, of course, you're going to prejudge me, but 100%, from the very first moment I started talking, he understood exactly, like, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. And let me tell you about the power of choosing yourself. Because when you choose yourself, your angels or whoever is supposed to be helping you along the way is 100% going to be that person that's going to be connected to you in a different type of way. And when I say connected to you in a different type of way, I say it in a way like this. Now, I was procrastinating on calling the dealership because I understand that 100%, I truly understand, like, it is really taking a long time for my car video to get delivered. But the thing about that, if that asshole from the beginning would have just listened to me and did everything that I needed to be done for my own sanity and my own safety, my part could have been literally ordered like about 3-4 months ago. Okay? That's one thing I want to point out. Like, I get that. And that's why I'm being patient. So I've been procrastinating for about a week on calling and just finding out, like, what's an ETA of me getting my radio. And then how I kind of like sweeten the pot, like I have shit to do. I'm like, because I need to know if I need to cancel holiday. Which, in all honesty, I really do need to know if I need to cancel holiday, because deep down inside, of course, I would rather go see my grandfather. Like, that's my next, like, closest thing to a parent is my grandfather. And then, of course, my grandfather's older. And 100%, like, when I seen the cracks in his wall, although he's gotten everything fixed, 100%, my hustle became for him too. Because if I can make his life easier and 100% still keep a house in the family and keep it going and keep it steady and keep it good, like, fixing those cracks and making sure that that house stays standing for as long as I shall live and whoever I can pass that house down to, I'm going to do it. Because 100%, it may get to the point where I may not even have to keep that house in the family for long. Like, if we're being for true. But the one thing is I want to make sure that if we have to sell that house, I want to make sure till my grandfather's on his deathbed. And when I say literally on his deathbed, like, he's going to be able to be taken care of as long as he wants to fight, type of thing. And 100%, I already know. My grandfather don't even want to be buried. Like, that's how come I want to fight for him as long as he wants to fight for himself. Because that spoke volumes to me. Getting cremated is like the cheapest thing you could do. Me personally, I really don't care if I'm buried or cremated. I'm dead. I can't feel it. Like, I don't care. But you got gritty people like my mama who really think she about to be buried in the ground with flashlights and chocolates and all this. Like, baby, we can put all of that in the casket, but technically all of that is going in the ground with you in spirit. They gonna take that shit right out. And that's why I fight so hard for myself. So, I say all that to say, and yes, I kind of went on a ramble with that, but I say all that to say that by me choosing myself in this situation and by me thinking about my car radio a week ago, guess what? My name was on that nigga's mind. That's what I'm trying to say in everything that I just said. Because I chose myself, when it came down to the nitty-gritty of shit, I showed that you cannot fucking bullshit a bullshitter. I know these things. I stay on top of my wants. Like, I don't play about my investments, because my car 100% is an investment. But the thing about my investment is I did not have to pay full price for my investment. Literally, when I say I literally started my life over, literally down to the price that I paid for my Altima in 2015. Mind you, it was a used 2015, but my goal has always been to make sure I had me a car that was in the current year that I brought my car. And with my Altima, I did that. Buying brand new is not worth the price. That is something that I understand completely when I brought my Altima. And if you want to be for true, I could have got a brand new Altima in 2015 with 5 miles on it for the same price that I got my Altima for. But you know, the good shit, they can't find the keys for the good shit. But I was okay with that because at the end of the day, my Altima was option number 2 from the beginning. So I still got what I wanted, whether they bullshitted me or not. So when it comes down to my Cadillac, the one thing I told myself is I'm going to make sure that I stick with my credit union when it comes to my cars. That's a promise I made for myself. And I did that because the warranty that you get with the credit union, you're set for the whole period that you're driving your car. So basically, I have until 100,000 miles, as well as I have until I am literally done paying the car off. Warranty. That's the importance of getting your warranty. And I made my promise that my next car would be with a warranty. So with me having my current car, literally, I started completely over in 2015, where I got not only my dream car, but I got a want that at the end of the day, I explored every freaking option, and God still told me this is meant for you. So you not about to constantly fuck with something that I waited a long time for and I really worked hard for. So you do not have to take the bullshit from a hating ass nigga who feel like you don't deserve your accomplishments that's taking you longer than it will take him. Don't let that nigga be mad because he think he fucking know you. Yes, am I good, oh? Yes, am I ratchet? But guess what? I am class. Like, I was born in fucking class. I was raised with class. Like, don't fault me for that. But he understands me to the point where I'm on his freaking mind now. As soon as I think about my car radio, guess what? Guess who pops up in his head? Me. That's exactly why I 100% know that he was not lying when he said, believe it or not, you were literally just on my mind, and he was literally about to call and see what is going on. Because I waited basically a month. It's going on a month since I've been waiting on my radio. I've been patient enough. Like, and that's even including me already waiting almost 3 weeks just to get my car back. So now, all I gotta do is say I can't wait or be excited for when I know I'm getting my radio. Like, music is my life. I love music, but 100%, baby, I like listening to my music loud as fucking hell. And although I have my ways of listening to music, I need my speakers. Like, I need my car speakers. Like, I need to swing and bang my bitch because that's what I got her for. I got her to be my own solo dolo slab line. If we being for true, like, I swing and bang my bitch like I stole her. Like, we don't play about her, which 100%. We don't play without her. On the road, whether I'm trying to fix my car or whatever, I don't play about my bitch. So, I want my radio back. So I can swing and bang that bitch, be in my own zone, be me, be 100% me, and really swing and bang my bitch, dance in traffic, and do what makes me happy and what keeps me sane in this fucked up ass world. And baby, let's not even talk about these driving skills, because baby, the way I cut off this car who thought he was cutting me off and he couldn't help but stay still and let me do what the fuck it is I need to do, I was more shocked that I even was bold enough to do some shit like that, because that could have caused an accident. It really could have. But he would have been at fault. But 100%, he was doing some bullshit from the very fucking beginning, and he knew it. So that's why I got away with bull guarding my way through. And you want to know why I can bull guard my car anywhere? It's because I used to be able to drive a truck, like literally a little Ford F-150. Me in my 20s, swinging and banging that big ass bitch. But an accident, unfortunately, like, messed up all of that. So now big trucks scare me. But off the subject, but yes, now I'm on his mind. And guess what? I wouldn't even be surprised if I get my radio like quick, fast, and hurt. Cause like I'm all to the point where I'm like, I will go look at a junkyard for a radio, for you to put this radio in and wait for this next one to come in. And then as soon as the brand new shit come in, we be good to go. Like, that's how serious I am about getting my fucking music back. So, yeah, we are manifesting our radio. And when you pick yourself, just watch how God moves them mountains. And it's just like, swinging and banging that bitch. Like, literally, I am swinging and banging life and swinging and banging my radio to come a reality. Because, oof, she's so ready. She's so ready. And then be on the road with that bitch. She's so ready. I'm still not ready for that Fort Worth drive, but she's so ready still. Like, I'm gonna be ready, and Snoop Dogg gonna be in the back chilling, swinging and banging, and enjoying his car ride. Because believe it or not, I was thinking about it today, he really did good when we went up to Fort Worth. Now, he fucked it up for himself, I'm pretty sure, when it comes to being at other people's houses. But we don't get that shit together. Like, that's why I really deep down inside, like, I let him know, like, this is home. Like, I'm not gonna kick you out like that person kicked you out, but I need you to act right. Like, that's all that really is. Like, he has to act right so we can move on and he can be able to come with me. So, off the subject, but yes, I'm happy with a lot of stuff right now, and it's just because I've been choosing myself and actually speaking up. And it's like crazy how, like, even making my deliveries, like, baby, yes, 100% with my red hair for sure is pretty girl privilege, but 100% is respect as well. Like, I see the respect in people's eyes. I see the ones who was like, oh, it's always, I'm sorry, and I hate to say this, it's always the Mexican receptionist that's giving me the side eye, which I don't care. But 100%, when it comes to the people giving the freaking tips, it matters. Like, at the hospital, I finally figured out what it is with the white lady that just rubbed me the wrong way. But at the same time, I can't remember what it is, but I finally figured it out. But it's not important, because at the end of the day, she really did respect me, because in a time where she was discombobulated and really didn't know what to do, she saw firsthand, like, instantly how good my problem solving skills were. Because one of my orders kind of dripped in my bag, and like, me personally, I'm not gonna just put that down on the table and it'll be all messy and dirty and shit like that. Like, that's where you get points off on shit like that. So I'm like, do you have a paper towels? And then she couldn't think where paper towels were, so I was like, okay, well, is there a restroom where I can go get paper towels at? And she was like, yeah, about to show me. But then GMC in a box of tissues, where at first I was like, no, not really, which it really was a big no, but it was a better no, because it was able to absorb it better. So in the long run, her grabbing the box of tissue actually was very beneficial to what I was trying to clean up. And it was just so crazy, because that's where she got the respect from me. She got the respect to see that I'm a natural born leader, and she got a respect, like, she's just out here living, trying to make her money. That's where that lady got the respect from me. But the thing about it is, she could have also been a client that I've had at the dry bar before. That could have also been what it was, because her body structure was very similar to a lady who used to request me for her appointments. So it could also be that, or also because she reminds me of her, it could have also been they have the same personality, because they're both white ladies, white descendant. There's no real proper way of saying that. Sorry, but sorry. They're both white ladies who look alike, similar, at the same type of thing. So that's what I got from that situation. And then also, I have to get comfortable with people being a little stunned by my beauty. And that's me being uncomfortable with admitting, like, yes, I know I'm gorgeous, yes, I know I'm beautiful, but I don't see myself the way that y'all see me. Do I know I'm beautiful? Absolutely. But like, how y'all feel about me on the outside, 100%, I may never feel that way about myself. And that's what I have to get comfortable with, the fact that that's all that is. And the thing about it is, most of y'all don't even understand, like, literally, I do the bare minimum with everything that I do. Like, I find the most laziest way to do everything, like, and cheap. Like, I will be cheap. I will be the true definition of a cheap ass millionaire, and not because I just want to be cheap, but for a simple matter of fact that I want to do what's gonna get me to where I need to go the fastest, logically, without me really having to do a lot of freaking work. Like, who wants to live like that? Not I. So that's what I do for myself. But in order for me to be able to do that for myself, guess what? You gotta work hard first. You gotta work hard first. So don't let nobody be mad or feel insecure about you working hard. Like, no. Like, why would you let somebody rain on your parade like that? Like, bitch, they jealous of you. You realize that about yourself. And when you realize about yourself, guess what? You will be able to stand up for yourself. But my thing is this, is I allow you to be a leader. You want to know why? Because when it comes to the nitty gritty of shit, and when it comes to you actually being able to fold under pressure, if you scream and bitch up like a little fucking bitch, guess what? Heartbeat, yes, I'm taking over. When it comes to life or death, I will take over for myself. I don't give a fuck. Like, literally, I do not give a fuck. So, in everybody's judgments about me, I don't give a fuck. Like, literally, I don't care. But 100%, I love proving motherfuckers wrong. 100%. That's the real checkmate in this chess game. Literally, life is fucking chess. I don't know how to play chess, but I know how to play life chess. That's for sure. Because I can study you. I know body language. I know eye looks. Like, I know all of that shit. I've lived with that shit. My mom and my motherfucking sister, a hater. And, well, technically, two haters and someone who is jealous of everything. But yet you don't want to work hard for it. Like, like, the fuck? What kind of logic is that? So, yes, choose yourself. At the end of the day, choosing myself is gonna get me what I need to get. And guess what? I don't have to lift a finger. And you want to know why? Because I do have faith in God. And you want to know why? I stopped worrying. Like, 100%. I have not had to tell myself to go in COVID mode in a long fucking time. Like, COVID mode is my code word for letting me know, bitch, you bitching up. And it's time for you to get that mind mentality. I don't even know where I got that mind mentality during COVID. But I did, because I most definitely should have been worrying during COVID. And I most definitely knew that I did not have anybody really to call on if push comes to shove. Like, I knew that, but I did not stress. And literally, when I say everything that I needed came to me so effortlessly, everything I needed, like, literally, to this day, I tell people, I have no clue how I was able to pay my car note. But guess what? I was able to stretch my one stimulus check. My one stimulus check literally paid 2 car notes. And then, because I was my mama's provider, that was paying the car note. And where she thought she was going to checkmate me at, is she thought by taking away that provider job that I would be able to have to basically go back to the grocery store. But I did one even better. I waited for said moment, because my thing about this is, if you don't want me around, you be a woman, you man the fuck up. Just like you can man up and steal from your child, not once but twice, man up and tell me, get out. So I stuck it out until she chose to be a coward. And just like I knew, she folded and she chose to be a coward versus manning up, putting her big girl panties on and saying, I don't like you. I don't want you here. So, we family, I'ma stay here till you bitch up. And once I bitch up, I'ma checkmate that ass. Like, literally, I checkmate. Because at the end of the day, you need me more than I will ever need you. Baby, you at the bottom. What do I look like, really seriously, depending on somebody who is at the bottom. It's been at the bottom since we moved to Houston when I was a little girl. Please tell me, why do I need to listen to that? Why do I need to listen to somebody who couldn't even stand up and say, I don't want to go to college, but in tune, her selfish act caused her to fuck it up for all the other grandchildren having to go to college? Like, you fucked it up. Like, all that money that they spent on that girl. And literally, that could have been saved, not even just for me, because college I saw wasn't for me, and I did do the best that I could. But the one thing about it is, I knew that, and I started looking for me other options. Like, I didn't just decide I want to stay at home with my mama. I always looked for options. But the thing about me is, because everybody judges me so much, I never could get a corporate job. So with me saying that, I tried the corporate job route. I tried it. It wasn't for me. I knew it wasn't for me when I couldn't get hired even after getting certified in Microsoft. Like, couldn't get a job at all. And when I tell you, I was literally basically number one in the motherfucking class. I was number one. And the thing about my sister, she's so stupid, is she was fucking number two, basically. 1 and 2. Like, together, we rule the whole fucking world. So, yeah. I tried my daddy's options. The grocery store basically was partially my dad's option, also my mama's option. But working at the grocery store ain't nothing. And that's one thing I do know my dad understood about me. But when you don't know what the top looks like, really, because you ain't never worked for it, of course, you're going to be jealous and you're going to hate someone who is doing it because you don't understand how. So instead, you assume shit like you know shit, and you really don't know shit. You really don't know shit. You don't know what nobody has been through. You do not know what anybody has done to get where they're at. You do not know what anybody has learned, because you can't shut up and put away your jealous ways type of thing. So choose yourself. Like, it doesn't matter what I rant about. At the end of the day, the problem of anything that you rant about is to choose yourself. You know why I stopped giving advice to people? Because they're going to do it regardless. And the very first thing that I say when I start talking to people is, I want you to learn for yourself, because I know you're not going to listen, but da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I always tell you, learn for yourself. Don't take my word, because at the end of the day, I know you're going to do what you want to do. So if you're going to do what you want to do, why am I going to bother even caring? You know what I mean? So I say what I got to say. I speak my piece, and at the same time, I understand, like, you're going to do what you want to do. So me being a true asshole in a true asshole way, like, baby, I got patience. Me choosing myself is showing that nigga I got patience. But at the same time, the best thing I did for myself was to avoid a whole worse situation than it had to be, by choosing myself and by getting a new advisor who, at the end of the motherfucking day, I feel like I finally can remember what his name is. Like, every time I call, I'm like, I don't know his name. Like, y'all ain't made it memorable for me to know somebody's name. When it comes to my bank, I can't remember his name right now, but when it comes to it, like in my credit union, I don't even know he's there, but I can mention his name and be like, that's who helped me, type of thing. Right now, speaking, I can't remember it because I just had no need to, like, remember him. But Jerry at Space City Credit Union, that is my guy, because he spoke to me before when I was already looking for another car when I had my Altima. But logically, it wasn't a good thing for me to just get a new car. So I told myself, I'm just going to keep my Altima. So he remembered from me from that situation alone. And then when it came down to the nitty-gritty where I really needed a car, unintentionally, I was very blunt and I was very honest about what was going on in my life, and that's how I was able to get my car. Like, literally, I worked hard ahead of time on my credit. So when I have a situation where I need a car, because the one thing I've always said to myself is, I do not care what I have to do you need to make sure that you always make sure that I have a car. I told God in my 20s, I don't ever want to be on the bus again. Ever. And I told God, I will do whatever I have to do. I will work hard, do what I need to do to make sure that I don't ever have to get on the bus again. And that ultimately is why I had no choice, no matter what, in choosing myself. Because I refuse to get on the Metro bus. Like, refuse. Been there, done that. No. Like, once you've always been with the car and then you have to downsize, baby, I stopped listening to them two hoes a long time ago. Like, when it came down to the nitty gritty of having a car and having to be on the bus, them hoes were so greedy. They was not thinking logically. And the fact that get you a temporary car now, like, you make life so much harder with your greed. Take this money, get you a brand new car, and guess what, bitch? We both could have won. We both could have won. But your greed was more important. So that's where I learned, stop listening to you hoes in situations like that, because you choose greed over logic. I choose logic over greed, because when you choose logic over greed, guess what? It multiplies. It multiplies. Yes, it multiplies. Not by 1, not by 2, but 9 times out of 10, it starts to multiply by 10, 20s, 30s, 40, 50, to the point where you seeing 6-figure numbers. That's the only way you're going to see 6-figure numbers, is by choosing yourself and choosing logic over greed. Because when you choose greed, you're taking the coward way out. You letting God know that you cannot wait. I can wait. I got patience. Like, in my home, as long as I have my books, as long as I have my TV, and honestly, as long as I have my wig, like, literally, as long as I have TVs, my wigs, and music, I am happy with myself. So, on this hustle journey, you are seeing me in my happy zone. Like, I've always wanted to do YouTube. I'm choosing myself. I'm choosing my peace. And 100%, one thing I've always known about my struggle was I was going to have to show everybody. I always known this. I am a seeing to believing type of girl. So your mouth can say this, but bitch, your actions ain't showing that shit. That's where I choose myself. I don't care. I can be on this earth by myself and be perfectly fucking fine with myself, because I choose myself. Fuck your attitude. Fuck how you feel. Everybody's struggling. I'm doing the best I can. But if you choose greed over logic and not judging folks, you get what you need 10 times faster. Like, 100%. That racist man let a lot of money walk out that motherfucking door. Like, they just don't know how much money has walked out of this door. And unfortunately, the good gotta suffer with the bad. Like, I never want to go back to that car dealership unless I have to. Like, literally. Like, after all this bullshit is over, I will go way out in Katy. And hopefully that dude is still there. And I know he's not a service advisor, but that's who I'm going to ask to speak to. Because from the very beginning, yeah, he tried to kind of like push me, but he understood me enough where he had to go get back up for me. He understood there was no bullshit in me. Like, he wasn't going to get. So, choose yourself. I chose myself. And, like, I'm frustrated, but I'm happy. I'm really happy because I chose myself. And I know when I get my radio, it's probably going to be a brand new radio. Like, it's going to be so freaking amazing. It's going to be so amazing. And the thing about it is, although I suffered in the midst of having to deal with somebody else's bullshit, which that's 100% why I was on that man's brain. Because deep down inside, I felt like all that waiting and procrastinating that I had to do was because I chose to switch advisor. And that advisor's ego was so fucking big that he chose to be a whole ass nigga the whole situation. I really feel like he manipulated the new guy. And I'm okay with that because the new guy is easy manipulatable. But at the end of the day, because the new guy knows 100% in his heart that literally I'm just out here kind of trying to get it. And I have no clue if he even got to read or see my review. But 100%, for the first time in my life, Kamil has left a bad review. I know that. And 100% in that review, the reason why I said what I said in my review is because my old lady at the dry bar 100% was like, did you call HR? And I was like, no, I didn't. Because I don't got time to be losing money dealing with bullshit. I would much rather not deal with bullshit and just avoid it. Like, I really would, because it ain't that serious. It's really not that serious, because then I'm just gonna show you and I'm gonna make you look stupid. Like, 100%. I don't know if they get commission off of it, but you let a lot of money just walk out. You really let a lot of money walk out because of your greed. And unfortunately, somebody else about to get this blessing. And hopefully, I hope it's a black man. I really do. I really do hope it's a black man. Even though they the main ones that been treating me like shit the most. I always choose a black man. I always choose a black man. Like, I want my husband to be a black man. I don't care. I want a chocolate husband because I want little chocolate babies. I don't know if they're going to be chocolate, but I hope my babies got a little chocolate to them. Like, that's how much I love being black. That's how much I love being black, that I want to darken my bloodline. And not for me, like, not liking my skin color, because I love my skin color, but I see myself having me little chocolate babies. Because chocolate babies are so beautiful. And then to have this caramel complexion added into that chocolate, baby. Do you know how beautiful my kids are going to be? Very beautiful. So, yes. I need my black man to get it together, because ultimately at the end of the day, everything I do is to make sure that I'm putting my black man on. Like, I always want the best for my black man, but my black man need to get it together and understand that you, although you are built like a god, you are not fucking God. You are still have to bow down to the woman who's birthing your little offsprings, which y'all don't even respect your offsprings, but you want somebody to respect you. I had this one dude literally have nothing but girls and not understand why God gave him all those girls, but yet he want to preach all this God shit. The minute that nigga said that he doesn't care what another man does to his daughters, I lost all respect for him. All respect. Just like, you mean to tell me you're okay with a man treating your daughters the way you treat women? Nah, nigga. Nah. That's where I'm like, oh no. I gotta choose myself. I will always choose myself, no matter what. So yeah, that is what I want for the future. I want for the future to be able to spend my money on my black people. But y'all gotta let go of y'all egos and understand that the world does not owe you nothing. The most thug ass shit you can do is to show these people that you're not what you think they are. Let them think what they want to fucking think. Let them stand there and look stupid. Let them. Like, literally, be okay with showing and proving, bitch, I can do this shit no matter what you throw at me. Like that white girl. It don't matter what she do. She will never fucking win. Never win. Never ever win. Never will win. I don't care who you are. You will never win when it comes to me. Because I seen it already. I seen what people do. It ain't worth it to me. So, yeah. This was a long ass rant. When I came on here, I was not trying to make this a rant, but it's a rant. So if you like rant videos, if you like preaching videos, whatever it is, hopefully you got your little motivation from this video. And I don't mean little in like a way, but most definitely if you got confirmation, if this helped you any type of way, if this motivated you in any type of way, like, this was what this was for. Whoever needed to hear this message. And if it ain't a message that you need to hear, then dislike this video and keep it moving. Because at the end of the day, it don't matter if you dislike or like my video. But 100%, you're going to view this video because you're nosy. We all nosy. So go ahead, dislike this video. Leave a nasty comment. It probably will never make it through. Which... now I wonder if that's possibly reasons why I probably haven't seen a lot of comments on my videos, because YouTube blocks that as best as they can. And quite honestly, I'm to a point where I'll tell you thank you. Like, I've already predetermined that every negative comment, if I choose to fight for myself, I'll choose to fight myself. But that's only if I have time. If I don't got time, baby, I will leave you on red. I will not even respond. But honestly, my new thing is click the link in my bio. I can show you better than I could tell you. Because guess what? You going to click the link in that bio just to come on my page and say some hateful shit. You going to view me. You going to click it. Oh, excuse me. So, yes, choose yourself. Choose yourself, choose yourself, choose yourself, and see how happy you will be. Fuck that nigga, fuck that girl, fuck whoever. Like, keep it pushing. But, and if they put their hands on you, 100% whoop that bitch ass. Like, literally. When it comes to that shit, I don't give a fuck. They touch you, kill that ass. Not kill that ass, but get into that ass. But stop talking. Stop entertaining the bullshit. Literally. Smile. See the bullshit and just smile and be happy because you see that shit. You know that shit. Baby, let them be the joke to you in your head. Because when it comes time for you to actually speak that shit, guess what? People are going to listen. People are going to listen. Be quiet. Just be quiet and listen. Because when you're quiet and you listen, you become that person that people be quiet and listen to. That's all I got to say. But first, you got to fight. And this fucked up ass world, as I'm sorry, I don't care if you white, black, Hispanic, whatever, but as a black person, as a black woman, baby, okay, you gonna hate me for this, but the Kanye West stuff, that is some asshole backwards ass shit he's doing. Now, and I say that because the shit he say about the Jews piss people off, but the shit that these white people say about black folks don't piss you off. White lives matter. Like, literally, white lives matter. And the reason why I could confirm that shit, and 100%, I'm not gonna say that shit. Let me be clear about that. 100% white lives do not matter. Not when it comes to me. I am 100% pro-black to the fucking day I die. I do want to say that. Like, I would not wear it, but I get it. I do get the asshole shit in it. The thing about this shit is, like, the guy at the salon, he not even a motherfucking Jew. He's a Hispanic man. Let's put it that way. And even he's told me where his sister has told him, like, basically, he thinks he's like these white clients he serves. And 100% he does. But the thing about this is, he was so mad about the Jew thingy. But yeah, when it comes to the black shit, you want to hurry up and turn the channel. You think I don't see that shit? But I don't give a fuck. Because I'm in the world with millionaires where I'm at. Self-made millionaires. And like probably the most important self-made millionaire knows my motherfucking name. So why would I care about someone stereotyping and judging me to the point where I let that affect my life. I would talk about it because it needs to be heard. You need to hear what I go through just to get the things that I need. You need to hear this shit, but y'all don't want to hear this shit. Y'all get mad anytime it's brought up. But oh no, let Kanye West say something about all white white lives matter. Let Kanye West say something about Jews. Let him say that. Like, y'all ain't put 2 and 2 together. Like, come on, put your thinking caps on. But of course, I don't get with the white lives matter shirt shit. Like, no. So, yeah, that's what that is. That's him condescending what they do to us when it comes down to how we're treated. Because, Lord forbid, you have to hold yourself accountable for your prejudgments. And that's initially why that first guy has a problem. Because the minute I was like, maybe that's the old phone number from when I had a Buick, that's where he already knew the type of character I was. But I'm still a nigga. And still, there just still has to be something stereotypical about me that's gonna prove his aha moment that it will never happen. It will never happen, never say never, but 100%. I had to be ignorant, and unfortunately, I had to be ignorant to the wrong fucking person. I do know that. And at the end of the day, I knew I was gonna have to get to this moment, because in the midst of that man being greedy and trying to get me to like rack up this big ass ticket, he got mad at me because I would not just do what he wanted me to do. That I didn't do what he wanted me to do. I hope that sounded right. Like, that's what he was mad at. Like, I heard the anger. When I told him to write down his shit, I knew he was mad. And of course, when I realized that I had to write down shit, and he probably saw that I was mad, but at the end of the day, I have a right to be mad. Because literally, I was just going in there to get one thing fixed. And still, in the end, ended up being fucked up with getting that one thing fixed. Still. So here, I'm riding around, not in synchronicity with my happiness, but it's okay because I learned to be okay with just imperfections anyway. But in choosing myself, why would I want to go through all that bullshit just to prove something to somebody who doesn't matter? I'm still gonna prove it, but I'm gonna prove you in a different type of way. I'm gonna prove you I'm gonna go around you type of way. I don't owe you nothing. I don't gotta stick with you. Give me the next person that's gonna respect me. If someone ain't treating you right, someone makes you uncomfortable, you have a right to go to somebody who makes you feel good. Not make you feel good where, ooh, you're so happy, but just like someone who makes you feel a little bit more comfortable, like they respect you enough to understand that you just here for this and you just here for your chick or whatever it is that you and another person is doing. Like, you have a right for that. So, and that's what I did for myself. Choose yourself, and I think I'm done. Good night, because it's time for music.